Hey, good morning everybody. Eric West here, hawaiirealestate.org. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm all about teaching you everything there is to know about Hawaii and its real estate, but you just can't find in the listing. And today we are pushing the edge of 4G and 5G. I'm out here at the beautiful, world-famous Honolulu Bay. It's the best wave in the world. Hit me in the comments and let me know if you agree. But we have this beautiful swells coming, I believe, all the way through Sunday. But I just want to share with you what it's like here on a typical, let me just set the table here for you, what it's like here on a typical morning when there's waves, right? Because literally you've got people just scouting, checking it out since like before the sun even came up. But let me show you what we got going on here this morning. I haven't gone out yet because I'm still waiting for that perfect area. I think the bay is happening today. As you can see, there's a couple rollers coming in as we speak. And it's actually pretty small at the moment, but I think it's going to be picking up throughout the day. One of the coolest things about the bay is you'll notice that even though the trade winds are actually blowing pretty good today, I was out at S-turns a moment ago and it was pretty windy. You can see how this bay is so nicely protected, which is one of the reasons it makes it one of the best waves in the world, because it can be blowing crazy windy and a lot of times the bay is just glassed out. There's a multiple of different sort of breaks throughout this area, coconuts, caves. I mean, it can fit, unfortunately, a lot of surfers. So if you're new to this area, if you haven't come out here before, if you don't know much about the bay, one thing I can tell you is this is definitely, advanced surfing. So you don't want to go out there and kook and try to, jump in with these guys unless you really do know what you're doing, because they will send you to the beach pretty quickly. So it's advanced surfers only need apply. And again, if you're new, don't just go, even if you're advanced, don't go out there and just start hopping on waves. You definitely want to learn the lineup out there, learn the respect, and enter at your own risk is what I'm saying. It's a very high performance wave and gotta be very careful. So anyway, let's go take a look around. The reason I'm kind of way back here is I just wanted to kind of show you this. First of all, I'm trying to get good 5G, 4G, 3G, whatever G. What's up, G? But look at this. These guys, when I first pulled up, there was nobody here. And they're just this VW camper. These guys camped here overnight probably. They woke up, they had some breakfast. There they are, stretching, drinking some coffee. Huh? That's a cool way to go on vacation, man. I used to own 2 of those vans, actually. And yeah, it's a pretty nice way to live that surf lifestyle. Come out here, watch the waves, and just enjoy a beautiful Maui morning. As you can see, the sun just came up a few moments ago as the wave glistens in the morning light. So I hope the coverage is okay. Like I said, I'm kind of pushing the edge of what's possible here, but I thought I'm going to give it my best shot, test the outer limits of T-Mobile, because back in the day, Verizon, this wouldn't have happened, not in a million trillion years. So if you guys are getting a good visual of this, let me know. Hopefully it's not too pixelated and weird. But I've got the rabbit ears antenna on my head at the moment, and I'm trying to share with you this beautiful morning at Honolulu Bay. Maybe you're a would-be surfer wanting to see what's going on live. Well, this is what's happening right now. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna save you the trip up north. You can see what's happening here, and it's looking pretty good, man. I think it's only going to get better. I don't know about you, but my surfiness is definitely rising this morning. I was out there last night at the sunset sesh, and it was good, and I thought, man, it's just going to get better today, and I think throughout the entire upcoming weekend it's supposed to be pretty good. So I'm going to head down there just a little bit. I want to show you the classic shot of Honolulu Bay from the cool little green sign, and oh man, I'm hoping this is coming through okay. I think I did one live before up on the point. By the way, you can always tell if the bay is breaking or if it's any good, because you'll see this line of cars up and down the entire top of the bay. So you can park over there, you kind of climb down the side of these cliffs over here. There's lots of little trails, and yeah, that's your telltale sign. And you can see the cars are up there pretty thick this morning. Let's just head over here and see if the 5G cooperates. Get a little bit closer. Again, thumbs up for the van life, right? These people, they got it figured out. Pretty cool way to go on vacation. You can actually rent these here. There's multiple companies that do it now. Pretty cool way to go. I wouldn't recommend it with necessarily too many people, right? Kind of 2 adults and 2 small kids is about the max you want to fit in one of those things. But here's your classic shot of the Honolulu sign. People always steal the sign, but it sure is nice that somebody always repaints it and brings it back and hangs it. But this is your classic Honolulu shot, right? I have friends of mine that literally moved to Maui because of this wave. They're like, you know what? I got to be close to perfection. How's that 5G holding up? Are we still good? Are we still good, guys? Talk to me. You can see here we got pretty much a sheer cliff going down. I don't know if you can get that perspective or not, but that's pretty serious right there. Let's get back to the important part. Now the cool thing about this wave, it's a classic, right? But it does barrel big time. Now not today so much, but it will eventually if this swell continues to rise, if you will. Right now it's a little sloppy small kind stuffs. Probably have a couple people out there on longboards would be my guess. But this is a classic short board break. Not too many longboards unless it is small. But there's been some big sets that have been rolling through this morning, so this is kind of a cool setup over here. Check this guy out. I think he probably spent the night in the bay. Hang on a second, let me find it for you. Look at this, huh? Now this is a cool lifestyle right here, right? Come down, put your mooring in overnight, go down below, catch some Z's after a couple too many Heinekens possibly, wake up in the morning, throw a line in the water, go catch some ahi sashimi for breakfast. Not in this bay, of course, no fishing allowed, but you wouldn't have to venture too far to go get some beautiful breakfast from the ocean. That's a pretty cool lifestyle. And also, just to point out, guys, this is a spot where you hike in at the base of the bay, basically, the belly of the bay through the jungle. And this is all these snorkelers, right? This is a great place to come snorkel. Today is probably not the greatest day with the swell because it's going to affect your visibility. But basically, you just come down here, hike in the belly of that jungle. It's one of the coolest jungles, really, jungle hikes, if you will. But that's where you kind of enter in to do your snorkeling. But probably one of the best snorkeling and scuba diving locations in Hawaii, because it's a protected bay. It's very clear and lots of marine life. And of course, what makes it this perfect wave is you've got a shelf of coral that's creating this wave right here. So it's very, very shallow. If you were to go out there and surf, man, the reef is just right below the wave. So if you wipe out, you gotta be super, super careful. This is no sandy bottoms here, man. This is all rock, I mean not rock bottom, but reef. Sharp, razor sharp reef. So that's what makes surfing in Hawaii a little bit different level of risk, if you will. California, a lot of sandbar waves, so it's just fall, you hit the sand, whatever. Here you fall, you hit the reef, it's not whatever, it's permanent scarring. And you know, obviously head injury is always at the back of your mind, no pun intended, the back of your head. Pretty cool, huh? Well, hey guys, if you've enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, a share, a subscribe, a shaka, a yes-ah! And a beautiful Maui morning. This is your Maui morning fix, right? So this goes along with your coffee, your tea, and maybe a little bit of coconut juice, a little pineapple juice, whatever you got going in the blender this morning to bring a little taste of Hawaii to you. But I don't know about you guys, but it's time to go get in the water. But I wanted to show you what's going on. Here we have a nice helicopter tour coming across. Next time you come to Hawaii, make sure you take the helicopter tour. They say that you only see 10% of Hawaii from the ground. So if you take one of these helicopter tours, you'll see what the other 90% is all about. So definitely something I highly recommend. If you haven't done it, do it at least once in your life. And of course, the best tour, in my opinion, is the West Maui's, along with Molokai, 3,000-foot sea cliffs, the highest sea cliffs in the world, just around that corner right there. So you do the combination helicopter tour. It's quite something. See the helicopters coming down to check out the waves. He's probably a surfer checking the waves. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I shall return. I don't know where, I don't know when, but thanks for checking out a beautiful morning. Is it Monday? No, of course not. I don't even know what day it is, but that's kind of the whole idea, right? Forgot the Maui gyms. I know it's the Oakleys. Just doesn't feel right, does it? Yeah, just something wrong with this picture, but it was dark when I left the house, so I wasn't thinking. Back up Oakleys. All right, guys, much aloha.